Hey sis, question for you today. What's the investment that you need to make in yourself right now? And we've all got one, and they may be different and varied and all across the board. And an investment isn't always about money. It may be an investment of your time, it may be about not giving your time. But what's the investment that you need to make for you right now? And what's stopping you from doing it? And I know that you have one because birds of a feather flock together. And I know that I'm in a season where I need to, and I have been making some investments in myself. And that means that the people I'm around, that energy is flowing as well and across all of us. And so I'm asking it as a question, but also as a challenge because in the moving and going day to day, there is a good possibility that you have pushed it to the side, that thing you need to invest in, because for whatever reason, there's a fear factor, right? Like there is some trepidation about making it. And so you've pushed it to the side, you've shoved it off, or you've just had a lot going on and just haven't given it attention. But I bet if you pause for a moment, you would know right away what that investment is that you need to make that you've been putting off, and what's the story you've been telling yourself about why you're not making that investment in yourself. So I had a mentor tell me once, never be afraid to invest in yourself. And it has stuck with me. And it doesn't mean that I don't still have moments of fear when I need to make those investments. It just means that I remember that loop playing for me when I need to make it, because when that fear kicks in, I have to come up with one, I have to understand the story that I'm telling myself, right, about why I can't or shouldn't make that investment. And the other is that I have to replace it with something else. And so I have the never be afraid to invest in yourself. I hear it play when I have that fear. And going back to something I say quite often, my receipts, right? And for me, my receipts is like my journal entries and my memory of the ways in which I did not die, or that my life was better as a result of taking certain risks or certain making certain decisions that felt scary, uncomfortable, or uncertain at the time. And so I mentioned your investment is not just about money. So maybe it is about money, right? Like maybe it is you need to hire somebody for a job that you should not be doing as you are growing. Maybe it is about needing to take some time off that you will not allow yourself to have. But what is the reason that you are, what's the thing you need to invest in that you're not investing in? But then also, what's the reason and what's the story you're telling yourself? And then what's your new story, right? Like, so I'll give you mine. I'll share mine with you. Is, you know, the never be afraid to invest in yourself. It will pay you back. For sure. But you also have to find a story that resonates with you. That one resonates with me. But I've also been telling myself, you know, look at how it worked out the last time, right? And or the 15 times before that. And we just have to go and see. Like that's part of my story too. But what's yours? What's your story? And what are the ways in which you need to show up for you right now that you have kept a different loop playing around why you shouldn't and why now is not the time. The time is always now to do something that is right for you, to do something that makes your life better, easier, happier, more joyful, more luxurious, more abundant, all those things. So I'm encouraging you to sit with that for a moment, to one, think about the thing it is that you need to invest in, two, why you haven't done it, what's that story that's been playing, and three, replace that story, find something else to say. And maybe you don't believe it right away, but you've got to say it and you'll believe it when that receipt plays out for you. So let me know. Tell me what you're investing in. And if you don't want to share that, tell me what you're telling yourself to make that investment. I would love to hear it. Let's share in community and encourage one another. Talk to you soon.